Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released on November 24th, 1992, and I gotta say, it's a big improvement compared to the predecessor. The problem with the level design and its inconsistency are now gone, and it feels like the people at Sonic Team actually understood the problem and tried to fix it. Now the levels can be traversed through with some speed and more speed. And with Sega promoting blast processing to the console in order to give Super Nintendo a run for their money, Sonic Team also upped their game with their sequel. Level design this time around got overhauled and the levels flow pretty well and never punishes you for the most part. Starting with Emerald Hill Zone, you can already get the feel of the portion of what's up ahead. Just like Green Hill, Emerald Hill wastes no time introducing itself as the level is self-explanatory. You can go where you want, run as fast as you could, and getting as much ring as possible, etc. As you continue experimenting around to get a feel of what's up ahead, and it only gets better from here on. With the additional spin dash, you can push for more boundaries. On towards Chemical Plant Zone, which is the highlight point of the blast processing, it can be demonstrated as Sonic and Tails can run so fast to the point they almost left the center of the screen, and all of this is possible with a good flowing level design. Shut up, Lizard. There are a couple of instances for blast processing, but most people often mention this one. Continuing on to the next few zones where they were still able to maintain the speed and flowing of the sections, albeit with more and more obstacles, but not bad enough to actually make the players go away. I wish I could say the same for rest of the levels. Starting from Oil Ocean Zone, however, the level design start hitting for the slow platforming like in the first game, and dare I say, the inconsistency returned where you could get punished for trying to go too fast. I mean, you can't blame me for doing so. This game keeps talking about blast processing, and I'm just doing what the game says. Oil Ocean Zone is also my least favorite zone in the entire game, with constant bombardment of weird enemies placement and awkward platforming, and not to mention, the really boring backdrop just makes things even worse. Speaking of weird enemy placement, of course I'm gonna talk about Metropolis Zone, the one where the game actively is trying to screw you over with enemies that you wouldn't see coming. Sometimes you're just minding your own business and then you are vulnerable to those enemies. When you try to gain enough speed, that's the best chance you could get hit. Regardless if they are slicer or starfish, unless you have pretty quick reactions, you are bound to get hit. It's already bad enough with the level design making you slowing down, but also the fact that when you are given a possible chance to go fast, you get hit. There's no middle ground at all in this zone. You either fail to level or get hit by the pesky enemies. And of course, the zone has 3 acts. And also, the difficulty curve of this game slowly rises as you progress deeper, so you are somewhat prepared for the inevitable. That's all I gotta say with the levels. On to the special stage, where this time around it's easier to access them. By touching the start post with 50 rings, you can hop into the ring above the post to begin right away. This time around, your skill matters the most unlike the first one, as fast reflexes along with good timing are the key to acquiring the Chaos Emerald. Each stages progressively gets harder as they should be, but you don't feel mad at all considering you're the one controlling the character, which means you only got yourself to blame. If you play with solo character, that is. New to this game is Miles Tails Prower, a fox that can fly, and he is Sonic's sidekick. Say what you want about him being useless for the most part, but you can't deny his appearance is major in this game. But here's another problem with the game. You do not want to bring him along with him throughout your adventure, especially if you're planning to get all Chaos Emeralds. Because of the nature of the AI who try to follow your movement, it will end up creating some of the worst moments ever. He's the one that will be responsible for causing you to lose tons of rings to the point that you might as well turn off your console, take out your cartridge, put it back onto the box, and never touch it again. It is that infuriating watching all your rings gone in just a matter of seconds where it's not your fault at all. My advice, and obviously everyone, is play solo. You will thank me later. The game wants you to play with a sidekick, but you are forced to endure those pains, which isn't worth it. Even if you manage to survive till the end, all that effort means nothing when your reward for collecting all Chaos Emeralds is just few seconds of alternate cutscene for your quote-unquote guild ending. Just like the first game, this game tries to do the same kind of reward that feels like Sonic Team is slapping your face. Overall, Sonic 2 is great and an improved sequel to the first one that doesn't do anything new to scare fans away.